So I went ahead and ordered 200 of the My Lights 2 current comic size bags, and then I also got 200 of the halfback backing boards for these comics. These are acid-free boards, acid-free bags, and the first step was to go through and change out all my newer comics, like these Batmans in particular, that I want to make sure they stay in pristine condition. And so what I did with I did repurpose all the bags and boards that were on these. I guess they range in age from maybe, I don't know, 4 months old to maybe 2. And whenever the first Batman came out 2.5 years ago. So had about 100 or so bags and boards, and I actually reused them on a bunch of old X-Men comics which were 10 years old. And so I swapped out those, and I threw out those older bags and boards altogether. So I'm going to slowly go through and upgrade my protection, my storage here through my comic collection. And I started with these, and I have some more to go. And this is the current comic size. This one over here is the next size bigger, which is good for, basically I found it's good for Silver Age books all the way up through, it's really for 70s through 90s is how they market it, but the Silver Age books fit in here just fine. And you can see there's a little more room all around. And this particular one has a fullback board in it, so it's twice the thickness. I reserve these for my higher end books, but these current ones, halfbacks, will be fine, and you can see the difference. I kind of wish the boards in these were just a little bit wider by a mil or two, because unless you have it just perfect, it could at times maybe kind of go off the edge. I mean, I don't think that'll be any issue, but just my observation of boards. There's definitely more room in the bag, so the board could be a little bit wider. But anyway, that's what's going on there. Let's get to the issue at hand. It's my CGC comic book collection. And I've showed a couple of these before already. Here's X-Men, Uncanny X-Men number 94. And when I showed this about 6 months or so ago, I made a mistake in saying this was the first appearance of the new team. It's not the first appearance. The first appearance was in Giant Size X-Men number 1. This is the first appearance of that team in the ongoing series of the X-Men. And this is X-Men number 94, CGC 8.0. So my strategy for collecting comic books, CGC comic books, 1970s only, and only 8.0. That's my focus for key books of the 70s. Anything after 1980 and up, I'll buy raw. I actually prefer raw books, but for these big ones from the 70s, I want to have CGC graded. So here's the X-Men number 94, Whitepages, from August of 1975. And I've shown this one before, Amazing Spider-Man number 129, first appearance of the Punisher, also 8.0, off-white to white pages from February of 1974. And the last book that I have is newer, and it's a big one, and I figured I'd get this one now before it just got really out of hand. And what am I referring to? Incredible Hulk 181. The first appearance, full appearance of Wolverine from November of 1974. Again, CGC 8.0. It's a big pickup. Wolverine is arguably the most popular character in the Marvel Universe, maybe next to Spider-Man. And I only see this book going up, especially with talk of an X-Force movie, and rumors that Wolverine will be a part of that team, Hugh Jackman and whatnot, I presume. So take a real close look at that. The Flash is kind of leaving that glare spot, but whatever. There's the back. So these are 3 big books from the 1970s, the Bronze Age. And there's one other book I want to pick up before that gets out of hand. Because there's a movie coming out in several months that might make it do just that. And I'm not going to say what it is, but you could probably figure it out. But anyway, there you go. My CGC comic book collection, very modest. Only 3 books. And again, it's as this grows, it'll be strictly key 70s books. 8.0.